third edition of the Dytaes Caravan, a major step towards the National Agroecology Strategy.
This is really aimed at co-constructing Senegal's national agroecology strategy in collaboration with stakeholders to ensure that we have locally adapted recommendations and solutions.
3 weeks, 14 regions, 23 stages, thousands of kilometers traveled, and everywhere, faces, voices, hopes. The 2025 Agroecology Caravan, co-led for the first time by the Ministry of Agriculture, Food Sovereignty and Livestock, MASAE, through the State Secretariat for Cooperatives and Farmer Support, and the Dynamic for an Agroecological Transition in Senegal, Dytaes, traversed Senegal carrying a clear vision to make agroecology the foundation of a just and prosperous food sovereignty.
It is indeed about being able to meet the communities and the various stakeholders in order to discuss with them the priorities and their expectations regarding this national agroecology strategy.
Young people, producers, processors, researchers, and consumers who embody the transition. In the fields, markets, processing units, schools, universities, and school canteens, they wholeheartedly promote an agricultural model that feeds and protects.
We have been farming this area for 2 years. We have never bought any fertilizer. We only do composting. The results are impressive.
Through the teaching practices that we carry out, we teach theory in the classrooms, but we also have plots for practical work. These are the fields you see. We also associate other crops, like bell peppers. Everything here is organic. I have never used chemical products. We need to prepare the next generation. We must involve young people massively in this campaign. True awareness starts with the youth. And when we talk about youth, we mean educational institutions. Therefore, from this perspective, it is very important to involve young people from an early age and provide them with an education.
In total, 1,700 participants, 97 agroecological initiatives visited, and 752 peasant, community, state, private, civil society, and local government organizations took part. The Caravan, the third of its kind, has become much more than an event. It is a citizen-driven movement, rooted in the territories.
The state as a whole is committed to supporting the activities that you carry out in Senegal.
The mayor will do everything he can to support your activities, to boost you, but also to be your spokesperson to the population.
From Dytaes to Tambacounda, from Podor to Bignona, agroecology actors, particularly the Dytaes, local branches of the Dytaes, have mobilized. They organized workshops, consulted communities, and raised awareness among elected officials and technical services. Their recommendations directly contribute to the process of developing Senegal's national agroecology strategy, co-constructed with the Ministry of Agriculture, Food Sovereignty and Livestock, under the coordination of the State Secretariat for Cooperatives and Rural Support. This innovative approach reflects a conviction. The agroecological transition is not imposed from above. It is built within and with the territories.
Agroecology is first and foremost a local initiative. There must necessarily be a territorialization of agricultural policies in favor of agroecology. And we cannot achieve this without local authorities.
The FATIC department has a Dytaes branch, namely a Dytaes. All 17 communes of the department have joined the Dytaes. they have signed the Commitment Charter. The Departmental Council participates in this, as well as our partners, including research institutes, NGOs, and technical services. It is a great dynamic. The FATIC department fully plays its part while respecting the guidelines set by the Dytaes.
In my opinion, livestock farming needs to be reconsidered. We are living through difficult times. In the past, milk flowed abundantly in this area. Now the area is deserted. Rainfall is becoming increasingly scarce. Podor is losing population due to rural exodus. We need to return home, reclaim the land, and think about agroecology. We must join our efforts to achieve food self-sufficiency.
Everywhere, concrete and innovative solutions have emerged. School cafeterias supplied with local agroecological products, proving that education and food sovereignty can progress together.
What we do, with the support of other partners, is to set up a school canteen, try to help them have a community granary, a market garden area where varieties are cultivated organically, agroecologically, without pesticides, and for these products to be used to help feed the school canteen.
Promising advances through biological, digital, agronomic, or even culinary innovations, locally adapted. Local departmental consumer associations committed to promoting agroecological products in their region. Devolved and decentralized authorities who are convinced and committed to supporting agroecology.
Since 2024, we have a new roadmap based on the 2050 agenda, namely to achieve food sovereignty within the next 25 years. And for this, only the agroecological transition can allow us to move in this direction. And even in the mode of governance, I think an intersectoral governance framework was requested, which, beyond the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock, includes other ministries. Earlier, we talked about the energy transition. I think that everything concerning energy, petroleum, with all the discussions that have taken place on GTA and the impact of activities on fishing.
Agroecology dafa yaatu.
The concept of agroecology is broad. Today, the gas platform in the waters of Saint Louis has seriously impacted the activities of fishermen in Santiago and Guetendar, let's say across the entire Longue de Barbarie. Therefore, promoting agroecology through aquaculture, in addition to raising awareness among fishermen about biological rest, provides solutions and a glimmer of hope for the revival of fishing activities.
Yaakaar naa bu boobaa dina nekk solution bu baax pour ñoom.
Agroecology is increasingly entering public policy debates. Through actions and initiatives led by actors at the local level, NGOs, and technical services, it now informs our policies and aligns with state policies looking towards 2050.
Beyond the debates, art has found its place. With the exhibition Yay Dund, photography has become a tool for advocacy, a mirror of social justice, a visual memory that highlights the central role of women in the transition. At every stage, Senegal's national agroecology strategy is being built. 3 weeks, 14 regions, 23 stages, 1,700 participants. The 2025 Agroecology Caravan has concluded, but the momentum continues. The state praised the consistency and relevance of the caravan, encouraging its sustainability.
No public policy can be implemented in Senegal if the relevant stakeholders are not involved both in the development strategy and in its implementation. This Dytaes caravan is important because it represents a commitment to an inclusive approach, a participatory process where the actors on the ground identify the needs, expectations, and potential solutions. It should be reminded to everyone that after this caravan, we are currently moving toward an important project, which is the development of the National Agroecology Strategy, because it is time for Senegal to have this document, which is of strategic importance for the country. We'll reposition our agriculture in the context of public policies, and we'll also integrate all other sectoral ministries. So, It is all the sectoral ministries that will be mobilized alongside all the civil society actors who have long carried the struggle for agroecology. And we consider that when these actors carry the struggle for agroecology, they do not do it for themselves, but for the benefit of Senegal. And the agroecological approach is in line with the Senegal Vision 2050 document, because it is an approach that promotes an endogenous approach, an inclusive approach, a participatory approach. And it is on these pillars that the Senegal Vision 2050 document mainly rests.
In each area visited, a seed is sown, one that carries the promise of an agroecological, sovereign, just, and prosperous Senegal by 2050.